drive it up to the 27-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Baltimore.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
Football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded inside the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
It's just me and you. Mike, check, 59. Watch the run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They set up the screen to Peyton. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Peyton. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in
Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 3rd down, Peyton. And some room to maneuver. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big